Hey, what's up, guys? It's Lax here for Sunrise Gaming. Coming at you with a little bit of a different video today. Recently on our live streams here on YouTube, we have been playing some Fortnite because it is a fun game and is quite viral, as everybody knows. So, we're gonna start making some Fortnite videos, some pretty basic stuff, something that everybody can kind of understand because we are somewhat new to the game, and so we definitely want to appeal to those other new players and whatnot. So one of the things that I want to talk about today is whether or not Fortnite should implement first-person perspective game mode. This meaning that instead of looking over the shoulder of your player, you are in the first-person perspective, so you see only like the gun and the hands. Much like, for example, Overwatch, which we do other videos on. That's a first-person game, as well as plenty of other games that are out there now. What are the pros and the cons for this? Well, the pros are definitely that the gunfights would probably be pretty better, because it allows you to aim a little bit better. You can see, you can see your targets better, especially with the rifles, which, when you aim down sight on a rifle, it just zooms in a little bit. You get more accurate, but in terms of what you see, it's, not the biggest difference. What I think about this is that this may push people to use rifles more instead of explosives, and I think that's good for me because I don't know. I really, in my opinion, I don't like the explosives in the game, but I see why they're necessary. But overall, the gunfights would get better, and that might help some of the new players and stuff get used to the gunfights and the aiming. But some of the cons is I think that's going to make building very hard, and that makes sense, right? Because you can see all around you. You spin your character. You can see, you have a larger field of view, so you can spin, get the four walls down, and then start building up, right? So the reason Fortnite is so popular is because it does have that building aspect to it, and that's what makes it so different. It's also, kind of, fast paced with the building, and anything that increases kind of the speed can be used to win games a little bit faster, which is something that we want. And you really can't win without building. So we've all experienced this. Somebody builds a fort really quickly, in front of us, the John Wick skins and whatnot, and they just snipe you from above because you didn't build fast enough to get on them. So I think reducing the ability to build in the game is going to be definitely tough for Fortnite to figure out whether or not that would be worth it. So overall, I think this would slow the gameplay down a bit, and we've kind of seen that it sort of feels slower now with different with the different patches and whatnot. So overall, it kind of appeals to newer players, but we've seen streamers and creators, even like some of the not pros, but the guys that play this game, at a very very high level. They really don't. They might not like it because they want that building aspect. The aiming part is obviously important, but at the higher levels, everybody can aim. So being able to build really kind of sets you apart. Being able to implement everything and play fast makes the game very competitive and high pace, which is something A, fun to watch, and B, pretty enjoyable to play, somewhat seriously. Um, I don't think Epic will implement it, at least not soon. But I think they think it's a bad idea primarily because Fortnite's identity is building forts, and just building in general. But I think it definitely wouldn't be a bad idea to implement like two modes, kind of like they do in PUBG. You have a first-person mode or a third-person mode. I think that's something that Fortnite can definitely learn from PUBG. I know they compete, but it's definitely not a bad idea to take ideas from the other side and whatnot. So I think implementing it wouldn't be the worst idea. Is that high on their radar right now? No. Are we going to see it anytime soon? No. I think overall it's an okay idea, but you can't get rid of the third person mode as well. You kind of have to have both, and people can choose between them. Maybe if you're newer to like shooters and whatnot, you want to do first person mode to get used to the kind of the mechanics of shooting, and then move over to third person mode and get used to the aspect of building. And then kind of just play on your preference. Then just giving more people options. I think that's something that's definitely useful in today's age of gaming. So that's all for me. That's what I think on the issue. So let me know in the comments what you think about first-person perspective. If that's something that Epic should implement, should it be a two-mode system? Should they just do away with third-person and only have first-person? Let me know what you think. You can always catch our live streams, during the week, usually around 8 or 9 p.m. here on YouTube. So we hope to see you there, and hope you have a good day.